everybody. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming out today to show your commitment, your solidarity, and support for trans and queer communities across the state and our nation. My name is Moni Ruiz Velasco. My pronouns are she, ella, and I'm the Deputy Director at Equality Illinois. Equality Illinois is the oldest LGBTQ civil rights organization in the state, and we are so proud to be here tonight with our amazing partners to send a message of support and solidarity to LGBTQ people in Illinois and throughout the country. Today we have to acknowledge that 1 month ago we were here holding space and outrage after the death of 2 Black trans women in our community. And after more than 240 anti-trans and anti-gay bills were introduced in state houses across the country when our rally was violently interrupted. Our voices, and in particular the voices of our Black trans siblings, were in that moment silenced. Their conduct was inexcusable. They caused real harm to all of us who were here that evening. Today, though, we are here for us, for our beautiful LGBTQ community in its full complexity and diversity. We are here to reclaim our space and our voice and to send a loud, strong, visible message that we will not be silenced and we will not be intimidated. Our community is organized and powerful, and we will live dignified lives openly and publicly, loving who we love and thriving with our families. We will ensure that our young people are supported and have access to what they need to live authentically and safely. And we are here because we will not allow hatred and bigotry to prevail, and we will live with joy. Tonight, you'll hear from distinguished LGBTQ community leaders and allies. First, I want to acknowledge the list of organizations who came together to organize this rally, to keep each other safe, and most importantly, who work every day to support trans and queer people. The ACLU of Illinois, the AIDS Foundation of Chicago, ALMA, the Bisexual Queer Alliance of Chicago, Brave Space Alliance, Center on Halsted, Chicago House and Social Service Agency, Chicago Therapy Collective, Equality Illinois, the Golden Rainbows of Illinois South, Indivisible Chicago, Lambda Legal Defense and Education Fund, the LGBTQ Community Fund at the Chicago Community Trust, Life is Work, Peoria Proud, P-Flag Council of Northern Illinois, Planned Parenthood of Illinois, Prairie Pride Coalition, Pride Action Tank, Rainbow Cafe, She Votes Illinois, the Unitarian Universalist Advocacy Network of Illinois, and Youth Outlook. And I want to acknowledge our elected officials who are here and do a special shout out to Deputy Governor Sol Flores, who's swung into action after the last rally. Thank you. Leader Greg Harris is here, Representative Kelly Cassidy, Senator Mike Simmons, Senator Karina Villa, Representative Lamont Robinson, Avon Township Clerk Crystal Larson. On behalf of the city, the Chicago Commission on Human Rights Relations, Commissioner Nancy Andrade, the chair of the Illinois Human Rights Commission, Mona Noriega, Senator Robert Peters, and I want to acknowledge that the mayor was sorry she couldn't be here. She's out of town, and she's put out a statement in support. And of course, we have 2 very special guests standing here behind me today who will give remarks during our program, Governor J.B. Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. Thank you both. Thank you both so much for your solidarity and support. So next, I want to introduce Zahara Bassett from Life is Work.
All right. We are back again. Let me hear y'all say, we will not be silent. We will not be silent. We will not be silent. Stand with that and mean that and own that as you move forward throughout the days, throughout the years. Stand on that. Believe in that. As we have seen across our nation, anti-transphobia bills and gay legislations are trying to attack our unity. We must continue to stand together. It is a genocide on trans identities. And when I say that, I come to you because I'm a person, I don't know if many of you know, I come from research. So I'm all about numbers. According to HRC report of fatal deaths of trans, starting in 2015, it was 21 reported deaths in 2015. In 2016, there reported 23 deaths of trans women. In 2017, there was reported 29 deaths of transgender non-conforming people. In 2018, there were 26 deaths reported. According to HRC, 82% were women of color. 55% live in the South. In 2019, HRC reported 25 trans non-binary deaths. The numbers increased of trans black women at 68% reported trans women of color. In 2020, we reported 44 trans non-binary deaths. If we cannot make it clear that it's a genocide on our lives and across this nation of how bills are being passed and trying to erase us, setting us back even more of years that we are fighting to, come on, Mike. setting us back years for what you all have stood up and fought for us to stand and have equality. We must stand together. We must continue to fight the great fight, but we can't do it alone. Brave Space can't do it alone. Life is Work can't do it alone. Life is Work have over 200 individuals on our caseload that are still looking for housing, but lack of resources and funding on the west side of Chicago is preventing us from doing that work. We have made the structures. We are doing the work and providing the services, but we need your support in order for us to continue to thrive. If you're going to provide into equity, put back into equity into trans-led initiatives so we can liberate our people enough to go out here and vote. So we can liberate our people where they can live healthier lives and live past the age of 35, what they have standard us to live at. I will have to say I passed 3 years on that. I'm 38. I know I don't look it. Thank y'all. That's called good moisturizer. Black don't crack. Thank you. We need you all to stop giving us lip service. I want to personally thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, for coming out with us today. Y'all are the model citizens of real elected officials who are truly about the work of building up our community and protecting our community. And I want to personally thank you all for that. Every time we have invited you to the table, you have shown up with intentionality and listened to our needs. And I want to thank you. I've sat at tables with you, and I want to personally thank you all for that. I can't speak for all elected officials, but I can say that these two I have sat at tables with when we invite them to come hear our conversations. And we have done that to several elected officials as agencies. We have held town halls and addressed our concerns of what we need. We're tired of burying our sisters, our brothers, our allies, and get out here and lighting candles. News footage is giving us, okay, a story for a couple days, and then everything go dead. Where's the follow-up? What happened to Elise? We still don't know. What happened to Tatiana LaBelle? We still don't know. What happened to Tiana Banks? We still don't know. Why are we have to continue to live in uncertainty if you are telling us that you are for us? We will not be silent. Can I hear that again? We will not be silent. We will not be silent. And I thank you all. My name is Zahara Bassett. I am the CEO and founder of Life is Work, a Black and Brown trans-led social service agency, the first on the Chicago West Side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Next, microphone. Let me see. We'll have Carolyn Washclaw. Where's Carolyn? Here you are.
Good evening. Okay. My name is Carolyn. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm here today with Renee Lahaki, who also uses she, her pronouns. And we are here on behalf of the Illinois LGBTQ Roundtable, a group of providers pushing DCFS forward to better serve LGBTQ youth in care. Queer and trans young people in Illinois, we have a message for you. We will never stop fighting for you. It is painful to watch states across the country take away your peers' rights to learn about LGBTQ history in schools, to be banned from sports teams and bathrooms, and prevented from seeing their doctors. It's painful to see families in Texas worry that they'll be charged for child abuse for affirming their trans young people. It's painful to worry and wonder if Illinois will be next. We know that this year especially has been hard for LGBTQ young people, regardless of what state you live in. Illinois is not perfect. We know that LGBTQ youth are overrepresented in our Illinois DCFS and juvenile justice system. We know that once you enter foster care as an LGBTQ person, you are more likely to have an interrupted placement than your straight and cisgender peers. We've heard too many reports this school year of homophobic and transphobic comments from your classmates, and even worse, from your school administrators. We have the Inclusive Curriculum Bill in Illinois, and now the Keeping Youth Safe and Healthy Act, which mandates that sex ed is comprehensive and inclusive of your bodies and your relationships. We have Appendix K, which outlines the rights of LGBTQ youth in care of DCFS, and a new chief of LGBTQ services at DCFS. We also know that those policies are not enough, and you need to see adults in your lives living into the values and the spirit of these mandates and policies. Nothing we say today can change your current lived experiences, but young people, please hear this. As adult allies and accomplices, we're here to keep fighting for you. You deserve and have a right to be called your name and pronouns by your teachers, even when your family disagrees. You have the right to access affirming care close to your home and your community. You have the right to be respected in your foster homes and your group homes. You have the right to demand more from this world and to be celebrated. We want to see you thrive. We want to share in your queer and trans joy, and we want you to grow up and into your magic and power. Adults here in Illinois, leaders here in Illinois, it's up to all of us to protect queer and trans youth. Our current policies are not enough. We need DCFS and ISB to step up and be loud in affirming protections for our young people. Guidance for schools is not enough. We need you to hold schools accountable to the best practices that you're putting out there. We need access to affirming physical and mental health care without year-long wait lists. We need quality providers who take Medicaid and youth care. We need our legislators and state leaders to listen to young people who are saying that everything isn't okay, and we can do even more in Illinois to help youth have what they need to survive. Queer and trans young people in Illinois, we love you. We support you. You are perfect, and you belong here.
Thank you. And now I want to introduce Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Moni. Thank you to all of the speakers who preceded me. I'm here today because I will not be silenced. Because I stand with you. Because we have so much that we need to stand up for, to protect, to fight for equity, to do what it is that's necessary to keep our people safe. Illinois is a place where we love our people, all of our people. And we stand up for one another. All the organizations that you heard mentioned in Moni's introduction are all organizations that have stood for years to do what's right for our people. But not just for the people that created those organizations, but for all of our people. That is why Juliana and I are here. Illinois is a state that celebrates our people. Illinois is a state that is proud of its people. I know that it's a scary time for so many members of the LGBTQ plus community, and especially for transgender individuals. And for as long as I'm governor, I will continue to shape an Illinois that is safe and welcoming for all, and I will advocate for stronger protections at the national level. A person's right to live and love and learn should never be infringed upon. I pledge my commitment to continue working with Brave Space Alliance and ALMA and Affinity and Equality Illinois and ACLU of Illinois, Howard Brown, Lambda Legal, and so many other organizations that are represented to ensure that all Illinoisans can live safe and free. I'm proud to stand with you today. I will stand with you today and tomorrow and always. Finally, I just want to say that I'm also here in the name of Elise, in the name of Tatiana, in the names, all of whom should be mentioned, of the many people that we just heard moments ago have been killed, have died because they are trans, because people have put them in danger and put them in that position or have been responsible for their deaths. We must root them out. We must call them out. We must make sure that people know that in the state of Illinois, everyone must be safe, all of us here together today. So I call on all the people of Illinois to stand up for the trans community of color, to make sure that you know who it is that we're protecting. And now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to stand up. Thank you.